Hi kids! Rahab was an amazing lady. This story comes from the Old Testament. It can be found in a book called Joshua. Joshua chapter 2. Joshua was trying to take the land for God. So he sent spies into the Jericho to see how they could take the city. Now Rahab was not living a very good life and the spies needed to stay somewhere whilst they were in the city. And they stayed at Rahab's. They thought that this was a place that the guards would not go looking for them. We might think that God can only use really good people, but this story shows us that God can use anyone to bring about his plans. Rahab had heard stories of how amazing the God of Israel was, and when she realised who the spies were, she knew that their God would win. She knew that she and her family might be in trouble if the Israelites took over the city, so she helped the spies in exchange for her family's safety. Do you think that helping the spies would have been easy for Rahab? She was probably scared if she got caught helping them, but also scared of what would happen to her and her family if she didn't help them. Sometimes God does ask us to do things that are scary, but he is able to give us the courage we need to do what he wants us to do. And that courage had an amazing impact, not only on the spies, but the future of our whole world. Listen to this. We learn later that Rahab and her family are saved. She then goes on to marry an Israelite called Salmon, and what's even more amazing is her son is Boaz. Yes, the Boaz we heard about last week, the Boaz who married Ruth and rescued Naomi and Ruth from poverty. And even more amazing than this is that years and years later, one of Rahab's descendants would be Jesus. Who would have thought that a lady like this could become the great grandmother of Jesus? Jesus, the saviour of our world. So you see, God can use the most unlikely people to help move his plan forward. In return, God brings a blessing. Rahab could never have imagined how important she would be in God's plan for the world. So, I'm wondering, what are you thinking right now? Do you think yourself is unimportant? Do you think that God can't use you? Do you think that God can only use you when you're a grown-up? Well, stop. This story shows us that God can use anyone. All we have to do is be prepared to play our part. And remember, your part might be a little thing. It might look like a little thing, but just like a snowball that starts small and things get played forward, that small thing can have massive results. We're going to pray now. If you want God to use you, stand up and put out your hands in front of you. This is a way of showing God you are interested. Now put your hands in the air if you want to be counted into this prayer.